We are live. Now, welcome to the, what do we call this already? Ask Me Anything Sunday night show. You see, the other day I was just talking to my friends. I have too many live shows until I don't even know what the heck am I talking about. Sometimes I talk about, oh, it's Wednesday, but the time it seems to be wrong. But anyway, this is Ask Me Anything Sunday night show. What I do is I'll go live every Sunday night for half an hour to answer your questions about Facebook advertising and digital marketing. So the idea here is very simple. Now, if you have already asked your questions in the past, okay, then you probably want to find some of the, AMA sessions, because here's how it works. Whenever you ask any questions in my Facebook group, which is the Facebook Ads Transformation group that you're in right now, or if you ask any questions regarding Facebook ads on my YouTube channel, I will not answer via comment. Okay, here's how it works. I will not answer your questions via comment. Instead, I'll bring it over here in these AMA sessions, which is being broadcasted live on the Facebook group as well as the YouTube channel to answer your questions. So do not expect me. And actually, there were a time where somebody actually texted me, not to say texted, private message me, and do not private message me unless I ask you to, because I just don't reply because I get too many messages. Most of them are questions. Now, there was a time where somebody asked me questions and I said, no, I'm going to answer them in my AMA. And he refused to go and listen. And at the end of the day, he give me an effort and say, F you. But anyway, if you're not into looking for answers yourself, if you're not even willing to come in on Sunday night to join me, and probably, if you can't join me on time, you can also watch the replay, then don't bother. You see, learning is an initiative. Okay, you have to have the initiative to learn, else how are you supposed to excel, right? So yeah, today we have quite a number of questions over here, but basically, let me go live back here and see whether everything is going okay over here. Just want to quickly see if it's all right. Okay, it's good. It's good. So now I've got a few questions over here, but first of all, I really want to talk about the 3 marketers and friends that we did last week. It started as a crazy idea where Andrew said he wanted to do this. I was like, okay, why not, right? Because we have been wanting to do this for about a year now, and since it's another full lockdown in Malaysia, and we reckon why not? So we did it. 5.5 hours going live in 11 live sessions in the Facebook group. I'm not sure how many of you have joined. If not, right, there should be some links that you can look for it. We are still opening. We are still keeping the group open where all the 11 live sessions are in there. I mean, as in like the replay are in there. Enormous value. We have 11 experts. In fact, 11 experts, including Manfred, right, came together to really share with you very valuable insights. Like, for example, we have Erica talking about how to plan social media content. We have Balkis talking about IG. She has her usual style, come in, pump, all the golden nuggets all coming to you. And what else? We have Xander talking about Canva design. We have a lot other people talking about interesting things. And at the end of the day, we had Carol coming in, talking about community building. Crazy, awesome content. If you missed it, you can either go to my YouTube channel to watch the playlist, or you can go to, you should have, if you're in my mailing list, they should be seeing this anywhere. So yeah, I mean, it was a crazy experience. At that night, right, Friday night, because I still had another live session with Chun Yen in another group, which is usually happen on every Friday night, which is mainly for experts, coaches, and consultants. It's called Biz Talk. So I mean, at the end of that night, I was totally exhausted, but it was a really, really exciting experience. We don't do it very often, but we would definitely do it again. And we are targeting that next time. We're going to make it even bigger, because there are a lot of other so-called experts that we wanted to feature, but we limited it to 10 this round. So we can only actually have this kind of size. But even that, it was already kind of crazy. It's 5.5 hours. And the coordination was really awesome. I mean, I must really thank my partners, Andrew and Manfred, for making this happen. So yeah, if you watch it, if you join us, I hope you enjoy the session. But if you don't, right, you got to do this. You got to look for it. It's somewhere. You just have to go back to my website and you should be able to, I mean, not website, you have to go to my Facebook page and look for it. Anyway, we have quite a few questions, but I don't think we're gonna have a very long winding one. Just quickly go through some questions, and I think we're gonna be good, right? So the first question here is about CPAS. This round we seems to have quite a number of CPAS related questions. So basically, for those who are new, right, CPAS is a feature given to Shopee or Lazada sellers if you are qualified. Okay, so when you're qualified, you'll be invited to join this. Then you'll be able to given CPAS access, which is technically a product catalog created by Shopee or Lazada based on all the products you have in your Shopee or Lazada store. And then this catalog will be then shared to your Facebook ads account. Then when you have this feature, you will now be able to do catalog ads for either you want to use this to target people to actually come and visit your store, which is strangers, or you want to retarget those people who actually visited your product in your Shopee store or Lazada store and did not purchase. You can even do different combinations, like you want to retarget back those who purchased before, and you want to bring them in and get them to buy more. All these are possible. So CPAS is a very useful feature if you're selling on marketplaces like Shopee and Lazada. However, not everyone gets it. So this question is actually exactly that. So how do we get the catalogs from Shopee and Lazada? Just apply for access via Facebook? No, you can't apply. There is no way to apply technically. You have to you have to be invited to join. So if you are a Shopee Mall seller, Lazada Mall seller, you should have a way to get in. But if you're a preferred seller and you have a sort of like an account manager assigned to you by Shopee or Lazada, then you can ask them. Do not call customer service. Okay, this is what we learned from all the previous questions that has been posted by you guys. You go and talk to customer service, they have no clue what the hell is that, because this is really higher level thing. And it has to be an account manager at least, meaning that they take care of your account. They communicate with you to tell you what is available in terms of promotions and all that. So you need these kind of people to do that. So you can't request access via Facebook. You can't even request access via customer service. You need to be able to, you need to qualify yourself to be invited. That's the simplest way to put it. Okay, so that's what I think. But anyway, thanks for the question, Yong Sai. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Okay, now the next question coming is from Philip. Now, Philip is asking about this because I actually included the video that you posted your comment on because I just want to have the synchronization to make sure that you're looking at the same thing as I am, right? So Philip is asking, when is my next class? Unfortunately, you only see the video this month of June. So I would assume that you see this video, meaning that you watch this free training. Now, guys, if you are new to my YouTube channel, especially if you are watching this on my YouTube channel, I actually have a lot of free resources available, like free trainings like this one, the Shopee, Boost Shopee and Lazada store sales with Facebook ads. This is a 1 hour free training. So all you need to do is just to go to my channel and look up for free training. Then you have quite a number of them, right? In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I have a playlist named free training. Let me go and check whether I make it, public. I will. So by the time you watch this video, I probably have already made it public. So go there and look for all the free trainings that I put up for you. These are all useful trainings that gives you very important ideas about how to run ads successfully for specific industries. Okay, so I even had one training talking about chatbot, right? I talk about a lot of things. So these are all free resources. So indulge yourself, enjoy yourself, browsing my YouTube videos. In the past 1 year, I've actually created more than 400 videos. There must be some answers to your questions that you need. So go over there and have fun. Now, Philip is talking about the class that is being featured by the end of this free training, which is my 6-day challenge. Now, let me tell you this, Philip, if you want to learn with me in my 6-day challenge, you can do it anytime now because this is a very latest announcement. Now, you can actually go to this link and sign up for my 6-day challenge, which is my signature Facebook ads training for those who want to jumpstart your Facebook ads campaign. So whether you are new to Facebook ads, this is suitable for you. And if you have been running ads on Facebook, you still can't kind of get the hang of it, can't really get the good hold of the whole framework or the structure, how to do this and that right. This is for you now. 6-day challenge. Last time we used to do it in 6 days in a row, but now we have already kind of like put it together into a 6 hours training. Now, 6 lessons, 1 hour each. 1 hour each. All you do here is that you go in one lesson, I'll teach you one key thing, and you have your homework, get it done. Once it's done, you can continue with the second lesson, and there will be a homework. Get it done. Then you will be rolled into the third lesson. You have homework. 6 days down the road, you will learn how to build your Facebook ads campaign in an entire different way using my two-step funnel framework. Now, my two-step funnel framework is a proven Facebook advertising framework that have guided thousands of Facebook advertisers in 26 countries, guided tens of millions in Facebook ad spend, proven. Now, if you follow the framework to the dot, it's not going to go wrong, right? So 6-day challenge is the best way for you to kickstart if you want to learn Facebook ads. I already put the link over here. So this is actually where you go in. All right. And the bonus right now, the moment you watch this video, if you come in slightly later, the bonus may be gone. So don't ask me, hey, Jason, how come I watched that video? I saw the bonus, now it's no more. Of course, bonus, right? It's time sensitive. So if you missed it, you missed it, okay? Now, the bonus right now is if you sign up to the 6-day challenge, you get a 1 session of 30 minutes one-to-one with me, meaning that you get a full of me for 30 minutes for you to ask any questions regarding Facebook advertising. So that's the bonus right now because we just launched this new format of 6-day challenge. So it's very interesting. So go for this link, go in and sign up. You're not going to regret this thing, trust me. It has been actually, this 6-day challenge itself was experienced by 800 over people from tens of countries. So it's really a proven learning experience that you must not miss, okay? So that's for Philip. Thank you for your question. Now let me come back to this, let me see. Now this is another question from Billy. How to set up, Billy is asking, Billy is an agency. All right, awesome. Thank you for joining us, Billy. So you're an agency advertising for a client. The business manager ID and ad account ID should be of the client's or mine. If you are talking about CPAS, okay? If you are talking about CPAS, my recommendation would be get the client to set up a new business manager and the new ad account, then use that to link it to the client. To this CPAS, because if you want to, in the future, if you want to go through this connection and connect back, it's going to be hassle. And my suggestion, Billy, as an agency, right, we do not park our client's ad account under, we do not create our ad account for our client within our business manager. It is actually quite risky to them. I discussed about this in some case studies in my 6-day challenge. There are some pitfall or some loopholes that might potentially hurt your business. If you do that, I'm not saying all clients are bad, but they are potential bad clients, right? So you don't want to put yourself in some nasty situation. But if you want to know what are the scenarios that I experienced, you can actually join the 6-day challenge where I will discuss about that on day 1 itself, right? So, okay, the rule of thumb here is best to use the client's business manager and ad account to set up the CPAS access. Now, for those who are new to CPAS, right, technically CPAS is a feature that you can get if you're selling on Shopee and Lazada and you have qualified yourself, like if you're a Shopee Mall seller, if you're a Preferred Plus seller or something like that, right? You'll be invited to join CPAS, whereby what Shopee and Lazada would do is they will create a Facebook catalog. They will create a product catalog of all your products in Shopee store and share that to your Facebook ad account. In turn, you'll be able to retarget people who visited your store or your product specifically but did not purchase for a specific period of time. So that will be a very powerful feature that you need, because technically we know that when we run ads to Facebook, especially if you're selling on marketplaces like Shopee and Lazada, you have a risk of, there's this disconnection whereby the moment people see your ad and click over to your Shopee store, you lost them. You don't even know whether they take any action after that. You don't even know whether they actually landed on that product or not. So that's the disconnection. But when you have CPAS, everything is off. But let me say this upfront. But a lot of people don't listen anyway, I understand. So you will keep asking me, I'll keep talking about this anyway. So you technically at this point of time, you can't actively apply for that. You have to be invited. But in certain countries, you can. I understand from one of my inner circle members, Alex says Thailand is easier to get, especially if you're selling on Shopee. But technically for other countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, at this point of time, as of we are making this video, you need to qualify to be invited. So yeah. Anyway, thanks Billy for the question. That's a very good one. So this guy is telling me, because I was talking about, this is a video about my marketing partner program. So in order to become a Facebook marketing, I'm a preferred marketing partner, not just a normal marketing partner. I need to actually technically under my Facebook Business Manager account, I need to technically manage, but as you know, I'm no longer running Facebook ads management for my client. I'm only coaching. So these are all coaches, as in, okay. So in order to be a preferred Facebook marketing partner, we need to manage at least 325,000 US dollars in the last 180 days. So this is a moving block. The moment we, let's say, for example, in the last 6 months, we did well, right? And then after that, we lose some clients, and the next 3 months, we fall below 325,000 we are being risked to be disqualified, to be removed from Facebook preferred business partner. So it's a very important qualification that shows that a person who talks about Facebook ads is a real deal. So of course that's something. Okay. So this guy is telling me, hello, you spent $100,000 in the last 180 days. First, good for you. Congratulations. I hope you're getting good results. Second, what are you trying to talk to me about? I mean, what is this all about? You say that why, if your question is, why are you not being invited to be a Facebook business marketing partner? Because first, you did not apply. Second, you're not qualified. It has to be an agency to be qualified. Okay. If you're only managing one account or two accounts, that's Facebook advertising. Maybe some expert, you're doing it or you're spending big, but doesn't mean that you're an agency, because this is a partner program, my friend. It's a different thing. Okay. So regardless what you're talking about this and on with this statement, good for you. 100,000 is good. I hope you make good money on that. Okay. Anyway, now back to another question that I have from Borom. I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I don't. Anyway, this is on my video talking about Facebook Blueprint Certification Program. Now, for those who know me, I'm actually a Facebook Blueprint certified professional since 2017. So this is a certification program where we need to go through recertification exam every year to stay certified. Meaning that, we need to go through the learning again to make sure that we are up to date, to make sure that we are, on par, to make sure that we are not some, some talkers that do not have real experience in managing this, because in order to go through the exam, the questions are quite tricky. So I've been certified since 2017, and up to now, this is already my fifth years running this. I'm still a Facebook Blueprint certified planning and buying professional as of we're making this video right now. So if you're new to this program, basically per exam is $75 US dollars. Okay, so how do you want to study this thing? My recommendation is very simple. You have to go through all the learning materials provided. You just need to go and Google Facebook Blueprint, then you will see that. Okay, go through the learning program, which is usually some online learning videos and all that. Go through that. Second is, I strongly recommend that you run some ads first before going through the exam, because it is very technical. Okay, so if you're not ready, then probably run some ads first, because it's not that important to stay certified unless you're like me, because I'm an expert, I'm a coach, and I'm an agency, back then when I was still running my agency. So I need to have this qualification to showcase to my clients that, hey, this is real deal, right? But if you're not, right, this is not important. But if you're doing this for job, then I would say to actually minimize the risk of losing the $75, because the moment you fail it, you need to pay again to receipt the paper. So I would recommend that you run some ads, serious ads. You got to manage some serious campaigns. You probably want to go through at least a few rounds, a few months. You need to use at least all of the objectives available. Then I would say not all, maybe we have to use at least 8 of them. Okay, so you are ready for the exam. Else, it might be quite tricky. I'm just saying it might be quite tricky. Yeah. So it's $75 per exam. There are quite a number of papers over there, meaning that there are quite a lot of certificates available. So you can go and explore. I mean, I would say if you are buying and planning, then buying and planning are essential ones. But let me actually put this first. I mean, upfront here, it's not as straightforward. That's why experience is very important in order to pass the exam. Okay, Boren, thank you for the question. Then we have another one coming from Ellie Bambang. Awesome. Now, Ellie Bambang is also asking this question about setting up Facebook CPAS for Shopee and Lazada store. So, and she's complaining. I mean, she actually commented several times. I wanted to bring this up, not to actually shame her. It's a valid question, but I have an answer for this one. So first thing first, right? When you're asking a question, you just have to make sure that you are actually qualified to ask the question, because here's how it works. Okay, she's saying the information is not complete. What do we do next when we have those ID? Now, here's the thing. When you have that ID, meaning that when you are given the CPAS access, okay, this applies to all the countries that I work with. All the countries that Shopee and Lazada has presence, I serve. My students are from all these countries. So here is how it works. The moment you're given CPAS access, you will be given a documentation to teach you how to set up. You get what I mean? You will be given a documentation, usually in PDF or PowerPoint file. Usually it's in PDF. So they will give you step by step. First thing first, they will tell you that, okay, so this is the catalog being shared to your ads manager. How do you want to actually build this? How do you want to build a product catalog? How do you want to start running ads? They even have some ad setup guides in most of them, in most of the countries. So, Ellie, if you're asking this question, that only shows one thing: you don't have CPAS access. So when you don't have CPAS access, then you talk about having this ID, then I don't think it's a valid question to ask, Ellie. All right, so I mean, just ask the right question when you're ready to ask the right question. Ellie, thanks for the question. Now, let's come to the next one. This is from Kuching. Wow, your name is Kuching. That's a very interesting name. Thanks for the question, Kuching. Now, what is CPAS access and how do I get it? Now, because I'll be editing this video into multiple short clips. So if you have been watching up to now, then you have to bear with me. I have to say this again. Now, Kuching, CPAS is actually, is a feature that given to those Shopee and Lazada sellers when you are being qualified. So what's going to happen when you're given CPAS access? Shopee or Lazada will be creating a product catalog. This is a Facebook feature. They'll be creating a product catalog using all the products that you have in your Shopee store. Let's take Shopee, for example, this one, right? So when they created, once they created this product catalog, they will share this product catalog to your Facebook ad account. So first thing first, you cannot do this with your Facebook, normal Facebook personal ad account. It has to be under Business Manager. And usually they will ask you to create a new ad account to make sure that it has a clean slate. All right. So when they link this thing to you, then you'll be able to use this catalog to run ads, which means you're able to run ads specifically even to target those people who visited your product and did not buy. So these are high quality audiences, right? Because technically, if you're running ads for your Shopee or Lazada store and you do not have CPAS access, then you're in some, disconnection. Because technically, when a person see your ad and click and go over to Shopee, you lost them. You don't even know whether a person really clicked on land on the product itself or not, because there is no connection. But when you have CPAS, technically, you can tap on Shopee's database, as in like only for your store, to actually capture all these actions and run retargeting ads. In fact, the tier 2, or in my terminology, in my two-step funnel, tier 2 or the retargeting ads is actually essential to help you define the success of your Facebook ads campaign. It's a very important thing to do. Okay, so how do you get it? So that is CPAS, right? How do you get it? You can't actually at this point of time, unless you are a Shopee Mall seller or you are a preferred seller. Some preferred seller will be invited to join, and if not, then you probably can see whether you have some friends who are actually like a preferred seller or see a more seller that already has CPAS. That means they already have an account manager to see whether they can help you get this connection or not. But usually you need to qualify. You need to qualify yourself. You need to be qualified to be invited in most of the countries. But as we know it, for countries like Thailand, you can get it quite easily. I think there is an easier way to apply for this one. So that's what we know from my students in Thailand. But I'm not sure whether this thing will change in the future, because as of we're making this video today, except Thailand, all the countries are not that easy to get. Okay, so I hope this change in the future. Of course, it's good, right? Because it's a very awesome feature. Okay, so Kuching, thanks for the question. Now, next we have one question coming from Joel. Now, this is a question posted on my Facebook group. Joel, thanks for all the detailed explanation. But in fact, I do think that your question requires a little bit more in-depth investigation. But if you want, then you can book a call with me, which is chargeable. But let me try to answer your questions over here. Now, first thing first, you showed there is some screenshot you put in, which I'm not going to put it in because each question only gets a few minutes treatment. So why the old T1 and T2 ads created goes into learning phase when you did not change anything on the old T1 and T2? I don't know. Technically, there are many reasons that trigger learning. One of the probable reason is because it actually did not completed learning. So yeah, that's one of a possible reason, meaning that in order to complete learning, you need 50 conversions within 7 days to complete the learning stage, to exit learning stage. So that could be because of that. And second thing is, you were saying that second question you have here is, you say when you change creative, ads creative under the same ad campaign and ad set without entering a new learning phase. No, you have to remember, when I talk about significant change, there are a few things that are significant change. Okay, changing your audience, changing your objective, changing your budget significantly, and of course, changing your creative being one of them. So when you change your creative, you will actually re-trigger the learning. Okay. However, okay, so you're talking about how can we switch ads creative correctly? I think whatever you explain is correct, meaning that when you have, let's say, ad one, and the promotion is, ad one is promotion for May, for example, May has ended, you off it, and then within the same campaign and structure and ad set structure, you start another new ad, which is for June promotion. That's perfectly okay. You see, a lot of people are very cringe about all this learning limited. Bro, as long as it's not killing your campaign, because that is just one terminology to tell you which state your campaign is in or your ad is in. As long as you see all vitals remains all good, meaning that all your CTR and all these costs and all that in comparison to your previous campaign, everything is doing more or less the same on par, then it's fine, right? Because learning is not going to kill you. Learning limited is not going to kill you. So that's what I think. But if you want a more in-depth discussion, then you can book a call with me, which is available for everyone as well. Now, the other thing that I probably can see here is, yeah, I mean, that's what I think for these 3 questions that you have. Okay, thanks for the questions. But if you guys want to learn, how to build this 2-step funnel, because obviously Joel talks about the 2-step funnel framework, which is my signature framework. You can actually learn this in my 6-day challenge. Now, my 6-day challenge is a very structured learning, which is broken into 6 hours. We used to run this in the 6 days in a row, but we figured not many people wants to wait for 6 days. So we actually put it automated now. You can come in, it will be 6 lessons and 1 hour each. All you do here is very simple. You finish 1 lesson and there'll be a homework. You complete that. When you think you're ready, you start with the next lesson and there will be homework. Then you complete that. When you're ready, and follow. 6 lessons later, I guarantee you, you will be able to do Facebook advertising in an entirely different way. I'll teach you how to lay the foundation, right? I'll teach you how to find the target audience. I'll teach you how to choose the right objective. I'll teach you how to design an effective Facebook ads, and I'll exactly walk you through how to set up exactly, build a Facebook ads campaign using my step 1, tier 1, and tier 2 framework. Everything with detailed walkthrough. So you're not going to miss a thing. To be very frank, you're going to really learn the most important thing to really build your Facebook ads campaign the right way. Because a lot of you understand that you're probably running ads on Facebook, but you're seeing some fluctuation, sometimes good results, sometimes not that good, right? So 6-day challenge is the right answer. 6-day challenge is the class that you should attend. Now that we have already turned it into an evergreen campaign, you can come in anytime. You don't need to wait for it anymore. You don't need to check the date and time whether you're available. Just start it, buy, and you can start right away. Anytime you want. You can learn it before you sleep, anytime you want it. So it's the best thing ever, right? So thanks for the question, Joel. Now, the last question we have here is from David Leman. It's a bit long. Thanks for the comment over here. This is on my YouTube channel. David is saying, you've been watching my video for a while and you agree that my content is somewhat different from others. Thank you. Now, things that you want to ask is, what does a 6-day program offer? Okay, no offense, you've purchased this kind of program before. It's already on Facebook for 2 years now. Basically, there's nothing else for me to learn. Well, beg to differ. Anyway, I agree to disagree. But anyway, I do believe 2 years, there must be something that you have achieved over here. Okay, so buying course will boost your sales. I mean, I want to quickly address this thing. Buying my course will not boost your sales. Buy my course and learn through that and implement the framework to the dot will boost your sales. I guarantee that. But buying the course itself doesn't, right? So you're saying that your reason prop is you have difficulties finding customers even though you have narrowed down, come up with customer persona and traffic doesn't seem good. Then you probably need to go through the 6-day challenge, because narrowing down may not be a good answer, because Facebook has changed. Facebook ads has changed in a quite tremendous way in the past few months and years. So basically, sometimes narrow down may not be a good idea unless you have a very niche market. Sometimes you want to give some room for this campaign to learn and all that, which is going to help your campaign to scale better in the long run. So you're saying that you're currently run ads to drive people to follow IG page, purchase one, they see the product. Your concern is using Facebook ads, CTA, and IG or pop-up. I mean, these are logistic anyway. I don't want to discuss about that. But my answer to you here is very simple, because David, you're asking me one simple question. In fact, I may not be able to answer all this, your logistic, how you framework your ad route and all that. Yeah, the idea here is this. If you have been using Facebook ads in the right way and you know how each and every one of the features work, okay? I mean, my question here is very simple. Have you used all the objectives? Do you know how each and every one of the Facebook ads objective works? Now, do you know how to actually effectively target the audiences? What is a good audience size to start with? And when it comes to ad creative, these are all the things that we discussed in the 6-day challenge. So I would recommend that you go through that, because to be very frank, it's not expensive anyway. Because when you buy now, you get, as of you, I'm making this video, right? There is a special offer to get one session of one-to-one with me, which I'm able to answer your Facebook ads related questions. So yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. Come on in and go through that. And I would say even experience. I learn with a lot of agency owners, and I learn with a lot of advertisers that spend big bucks, and when they go through the 6-day challenge, they are able to see Facebook ads in a better clarity, in a more structured way. That's how I do it. That's how I aim to achieve. I want you to have a better understanding on what you can do, what you should do, and how to do it right. So that's the 6-day challenge. Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions that I have at the moment. So I'm going to quickly stop share. I don't see any comments coming in, but if you're watching the replay, you can still ask your questions anytime. Just post them in, but do not expect me to answer your questions in the comment itself. I don't. I'll bring all the questions back into this AMA session on Sunday night, every Sunday night, which I'm going to go live and answer your questions. So if you ask questions, remember to tune in to the futures. I mean, like if you ask questions this week, I'll be answering your questions in the next AMA, of course. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this. I do. I'll see you next week for another AMA. While have a good week ahead, because tomorrow we're going to start a new week. It's exciting. Let's make this work. See you. Bye.